Hello, it's Dr. Daniel Farkas here, and I want to thank you so much for being here with me. It is amazing how popular these videos have become. It has been transformational for me, and I want to tell you why I made this video today. I'm seeing the same questions again and again from people who have problems with inflammation and inflammation-related conditions such as neuropathy, cardiovascular problems, digestive issues, dementia, diabetes, fatigue, sleep problems, depression, hormone problems, chronic pain, and autoimmune disease. Now remember, inflammation is a natural function of your body's immune system or the natural defense system. Now pay attention to the word natural, because the problem and collateral damage from inflammation comes when unnatural things get into your body and terrorize your defense system, causing it to overload. So people are asking, how do I know what the best process is to achieve a state of low to no inflammation, since it's looking like inflammation is what the precursor is to disease? People also wonder, are there tests my doctor might not have mentioned or might have missed that can pinpoint where my inflammation is actually coming from? And I also get asked, how do I know what specialized testing to determine the source of inflammation is actually right for me? So I wanted to do this presentation to answer all those questions and to show you what we've been working on and the results our clients have been getting. So this today is for anyone who's tired of medications, who wants a natural approach or just wants answers. Today, what I want to do is I want to show you the true sources of inflammation. I want to show you how to identify their real effects on your body. This might shock you. And also how you can get back closer to normal and avoid further problems. I also want to talk to you today about how to cut your own inflammation over the next 2 days, and also how to achieve your anti-inflammation potential. So we're also going to address things that could sabotage your results. And I'm going to show you today how to get the fastest results as well. Take notes if you like on your phone or on a piece of paper. This info is good for the rest of your life. That's my promise. These things will help you for the rest of your life. I also want to let you know that today we're going to help you identify some of your goals. If you haven't had any goals, that's okay. We're going to create some goals and we're going to identify them for you, so that you have a place that you're pulling towards. It's been said that a man without a plan can't accomplish anything, so we got to set some goals today. I will also show you a tool to help with identifying sources of inflammation instantly, and it costs you nothing. I will also show you how to get to the bottom of your own inflammation. So tell me, does this sound like you? Do you have some periods of time when you feel less symptoms and you happen to feel better than usual? Do you start every day wondering how you're going to feel? Do you feel bad every day? Do you feel like you have more health potential than what you're presently experiencing, but you're afraid to mention it to your doctor or loved ones because no one will agree, or no one will tell you the right thing to do or encourage you? If this sounds like you sound like how I used to, and you sound like probably 95% of my clients. Let me ask you this too. Do you see other people similar to you in appearance, feeling great, and you just have no idea how they are doing it? Do you feel like you're worrying too much about how you're going to feel in the future? And do you feel like your state of health is the enemy, or it's a threat instead of a great asset? Do you also feel like there's an invisible weight holding down your health that you just can't figure out? I felt this way too, and we're going to talk more about what I did. I got to tell you, this is what's happening out in the United States, whether you see it or not. We are assaulted with inflammation, and it is masked and covered up sometimes as healthy substances that are purported, that are told to us to be harmless. And I got to tell you, it's almost 100% out of your control. The real problem is you don't know what the real sources of inflammation are. Once you have the understanding of how to eliminate inflammation and the conditions it can cause, you'll then be able to be healthy without limitations, and you'll be able to take control of your own health and destiny. About me, I wanted a life of zero limitations too. My story is I was unable to walk for 30 days following an accident at age 20, and I thought that my life was going to be over and that I would frankly have to live in my mother's basement. Gratefully, a natural health care provider took pity on me and helped me recover my personal health, regain my life back. That life-changing experience led me to become a natural doctor and ultimately a certified functional medicine practitioner. Now I serve in my community coalition to eliminate drug abuse where I live. I want to point something out. This is a concept I hope that hits home with you. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, said, "The doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame, in diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease." So I'm glad to tell you that the doctor of the future is here now. We don't have to wait anymore. All right, I want to talk to you about your situation now. We're going to create a foundation here. You may have symptoms that are caused by inflammation, like I mentioned before: diabetes, dementia, neuropathy, digestive issues, fatigue, sleep problems, depression, hormone problems, chronic pain, and autoimmune disease. Now, it is likely that you aren't aware of the actual causes of inflammation that could be causing your issue. Now, again, remember, inflammation is the body's defense system showing up to handle foreign invaders, just like the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines do. Your nervous system identifies bad guys and takes them out. The problem is it's the collateral damage that I mentioned earlier that comes from that. It is true that in the 20th century, about 100 million people, I know that's a real round number, 100 million people died in wars. World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, all the conflicts, you name it. The issue is the thing to really take note of is that only about 30 million people were actual soldiers that died. The other 70 million were innocent civilians. And this is the way that it can happen in your body too. As your body wages war on foreign invaders, it damages other tissues and other systems in the body that can lead to disease. Some of the things that could be causing, now listen closely and take note if any of these apply to you. Here we go. Some of these are: number 1, blood sugar problems, such as pre-diabetes or actual true diagnosed diabetes. Number 2, the presence of heavy metals in your body that have accumulated throughout your life, especially if you worked in industry. Number 3, hidden bacteria or old infections that inflame body tissues but don't show up on ordinary tests. Number 4, the leaking of toxins and not properly digested food particles across the protective barrier in your digestive system directly into your bloodstream. Number 5, medications and their side effects. Number 6, known food additives that cause inflammation. Number 7, deceptive, healthy-seeming food additives that cause severe inflammation, especially artificial sweeteners and oils. 8, food allergens and foods you eat that you are sensitive to, even if they are healthy and organic. 9, nutrient deficiencies. 10, hormone imbalances. And 11, environmental toxins, and there are more. These are some of the causes of inflammation that can lead to diseases and problems in the body. Now, when I work with people, I sit down with my clients, I got to tell you, getting and digging and putting clues together, just like a crime scene investigator, is what it feels like is happening as we move through this process. So when I sit down with clients, this is what I have found to be effective. Number 1, to have a doctor, me, who actually listens to their patient and only takes action once all of the facts have been collected. Have you ever been to the doctor and sat there like, man, I wish I could just talk to this guy or this gal a little bit more and tell them everything that I'm thinking and feeling? That information is critical in order to create a good plan. Secondly, just as I mentioned, now we can, once we have the facts, a plan of action based on the facts gotten from precision laboratory testing can be used to form a strategy. Now I'm talking about precision laboratory testing from specialty labs, not the average ordinary tests that you get. Those are fine. They produce great results that can give a lot of information, but for specific problems, especially related to inflammation and its causes, precision laboratory testing is just mandatory. Next, what my clients get is ultimately the knowledge that they need to take care of themselves for life so that they can avoid doctors and diseases caused by inflammation. The best thing I think that I can create is a client who is independent and is able to make decisions for themselves, to understand their sources of inflammation, to prevent themselves from being exposed to extra inflammation, and to just be set on a path of success for the rest of their life. That's our end product here. I hope the same for you. Now, I know that feeling better right now is critical, but the knowledge you can gain has long-term implications. Imagine yourself a year from now having gained the knowledge you need to hit your health potential and reduce your inflammation. You'd be more independent, more secure financially, and quit spending money at doctors and buying things that aren't going to help solve your problems. And real important, you'd be able to help your loved ones with their health too. So if you have a piece of paper, or you can just imagine this too. Imagine if anything were possible, what would you like to achieve related to health? I would love to be a part of you achieving that in any way possible. And I want you to think about how it would feel. What would it feel like in the morning? What would it feel like getting up? What would it feel like moving through the day? What would it feel like trying and attempting and being successful at doing the things that you want to do to enjoy your life, especially towards retirement? I want to talk to you right now. I've seen thousands of clients over 14 years now. There is a special client, Stuart, that really touched my heart. And I want to talk to you about how he transformed himself and defied his genetics. Now remember, getting to the cause of inflammation causing agents in the body was what was most important. It was the focus of Stuart's care. Pretty simple. Stuart has a family history of heart disease and cancer. You may not have these, but you and he likely share something in common: inflammation. When I met him, he was quite ill. We spent time together going through his entire life's health history, and we then ordered specialty precision lab tests based on those facts. The labs revealed some hidden bacteria, some heavy metals, and other irritants that were causing his immune system to go haywire and causing massive inflammation in his arterial system. So we used the facts from his lab test to create a plan based on a natural approach in order to return him back towards his health potential, improve his physical appearance, increase his energy and earning potential, and to ultimately empower him to take care of himself with little to no input from doctors. Now, I talk to him maybe once every couple months. If you like, I'm going to have a link available here to check out the video testimonial that he shared. I hope it inspires you. I said today that I'm going to show you a tool to help you with identifying sources of inflammation instantly, and it costs nothing. So Stuart used this tool, and he still does to this day. He uses it every day. And the tool is your eyes and your ability to read. Use your eyes and look for any and all processed or man-made vegetable oils on every single packaged food you buy. There really are only very few safe oils. These are organic coconut oil, organic extra virgin olive oil, raw nuts, avocado, grass-fed beef, raw butter, chia seeds. There are some others too. There are other rare sources, but those would be the popular ones. Corn oil, soybean oil, cottonseed oil, hydrogenated oil, canola oil, trans fats, safflower oil, and many others are toxic and cause inflammation. Back in the 70s, there was a study done called the Framingham study. And what was discovered is that all animal fats are bad. They cause heart disease and they kill everybody. And so science and industry joined hands and set out to save the human race and to try to substitute those animal fats for processed oils made from vegetables. The problem is that those oils actually cause inflammation and lead to the heart disease and cardiovascular problems that they were intended to negate. It's maddening. So it's obvious. Grab any package, use your tool, use your eyes. Inflammation is everywhere. You literally will be swallowed by it if you aren't aware of how it is impacting you. But you can identify it, you can reduce it, and you can take control of your health starting today, right now. A lot of people talk about fatigue. Fatigue is brutal, and it is often a sign of the immune system hogging up all of your energy. Have you ever had the flu so bad that you could barely crawl out of bed or stand? Where did all your energy go? All of your energy went to the behind-the-scenes efforts of the immune system to use inflammation to identify the foreign bacteria or virus that invaded you and to eradicate you, and that's why you're still alive today. There's another client of mine. She looks like I gotta say, she looks like a totally different person than when we started. My client Tanya didn't know it, but she had hormone imbalances and nutrient deficiency that was causing her to feel like a zombie day and night. These things can come about from chronic inflammation and stress on the body. Now, same as with Stuart, we spent time one-on-one and we used that valuable info to order the exact tests she needed in order to determine why she felt severe fatigue. Her results were remarkable. She looked like a completely different person following her health restoration plan, and now she has the energy to be productive at work and at play. On the testimonial page, I'm going to make sure there's another link if you look below so that you can see this too. I hope that it is inspiring towards you too as well. We like to go through the process of helping people discover the hard-to-find sources of inflammation. I got to tell you, I'm not against medicine. I just want to be clear about something before we talk about this. I'm going to be referencing medicine and medical type tests. I'm not against medicine. It has saved my life 2 times. I'm very grateful for it. But medicine is designed to cover up the symptoms of underlying problems. Standard medical tests are typically designed in order to determine what drug to put you on, or they can't help you. So if you have a condition and the drugs aren't helping you, or the doctor has looked at you and said, I can't help you, and it's because there's not a drug made that can fix these problems. They can only treat the surface symptoms. I hope that makes sense to you. I also want to add something too as well. 100,000 people in the United States die every year from properly prescribed medicine. That's 100,000 people. That's 2 packed full jumbo jets crashing into the ground where everyone dies 365 days of the year. Adds up to 100,000 people. The source of that statistic is the American Medical Association. These are not mistakes. This is properly prescribed medicine. It has serious consequences, and I just want to help people get back to health, get their balance back, and make more money for themselves, secure their finances for the future so it doesn't go to long-term care. The number one reason for bankruptcy in this country is medical bills, and I want to help you guys avoid that. What helps me is a collection of quality information to figure out what precision testing from specialty labs that have the proper sensitivity to discover the hard-to-find sources of inflammation that you might need. Remember, blood sugar problems such as prediabetes or true diabetes, the presence of heavy metals in your body that have accumulated throughout your life, hidden bacteria that inflame body tissues but don't show up on ordinary tests, the leaking of toxins, not properly digested food particles across the protective barrier in your digestive system that can leak directly into your bloodstream can cause inflammation too. Medications, they can also, and their side effects can also cause inflammation. Known food additives cause inflammation. Deceptive, healthy seeming foods cause inflammation. Food allergens and food sensitivities definitely cause inflammation. Nutrient deficiencies can add to inflammation. Hormone imbalances and chronic or acute stress, that can cause inflammation. Environmental toxins can cause inflammation. There's many more. How do you get to the bottom of this? It's very simple. Once we have the appropriate information, then we simply send out easy test kits or we find labs near you so we can get the samples that we need so we can get them to the specialty labs right away so we can get the information. After that, simple interpretation of the results and putting it all together. That's the art of this, of what some people call functional medicine, but I call functional health. This is the fun part for me. This is where we can create a battle plan together. Once we've identified the sources of all those places where inflammation can come from. Then what do we do? Once we have a battle plan, pretty simple. Good news. We use natural substances to help your body rid itself of things that cause inflammation, as opposed to just treating the symptoms using medications that can have side effects and can be deadly. This idea, I hope it resonates with you. It can save you time, energy, and money that you might waste chasing the next miracle product that masks symptoms of underlying problems. If you need any supplements or anything in particular, don't worry. We'll show you where to get these from. The idea is to arrive at a point where you no longer need to take anything, but instead use food to control how your body performs. This can save you a fortune in future healthcare costs. Along the way, too, as well, people do ask about diet. How important is a diet? Diet's tremendously important. Eradicating and identifying sources of inflammation that get in through the diet, that's so important, and that is a part of any good quality success health restoration strategy plan. Got to tell you, super important too, retesting. We retest any severe findings you have. If you have something that's really out of range, typically needs to be retested. Retesting is performed to confirm that it's working, that what all of our efforts are and everything you're doing is working, and to also confirm that you can do it independently moving forward. The idea is to get on a path to be independent, to keep your money for yourself, and to have peace of mind. If you watched Tanya's testimonial, if you took a second and watched it, or if you watch at the end, you can see clearly that she has peace of mind about her future, and I hope the same thing for you. So, got to do things different. The old way of doing things was to attempt to be generally healthy, then you develop symptoms, then you seek help from pharmaceuticals, or you try guessing what vitamin or natural approach might help, and you stay frustrated while your health worsens as you waste money. That's the old way of doing things. The new way of doing things: talk to someone who's a professional with a different approach founded in natural health care. Get the facts straight about what could be causing your inflammation. Order precision tests from specialty labs with the sensitivity necessary to discover what's bothering you. Create a battle plan based on natural substances. Feel better and heal from the inside out, then retest to confirm success and to determine which direction to head in. Take control of your health, your finances, and your peace of mind, and ultimately to help others. You just need a plan and support. That's all you need. You can look in the description here again for our site, drdanielfarkas.com. Click there and you'll immediately see where to easily give us your email so we can set a time for you to talk to us. That's where we got to start. We can help people anywhere in the world. We can help people and talk to people and guide them on what they need to do. If we are not that proper healthcare provider for you, or something is prohibiting us from helping you, we will work as hard as we can to find somebody near you in your state, in your country, where you need to go to get the right help. There are functional healthcare providers out there. Their numbers are growing, and we are pleased to be able to help people all over the world. We will find someone to help you if we cannot. That is your action step for today. You want to take a step, that's the step. It's simple as that. Oh, and start using your eyes like Stuart and Tanya do every day. Watch those labels closely. So we want winning action steps. We want to win. I implore you, talk to someone with a different approach founded in natural healthcare. It doesn't have to be me, but the numbers of functional healthcare providers are growing everywhere. Get the facts straight about what could be causing your inflammation. Order precision tests. Create a battle plan based on natural substances. Feel better and heal from the inside out. Retest to confirm success and to determine which direction to head in. Take control of your health, your personal finances, your future, and your peace of mind, and ultimately help others. Getting professional experienced help with your health, it's like having a coach. And remember, the best athletes have the best coaches. Invest in yourself. The best investors look long term. Remember, the idea is to become independent. Hire professionals. I must implore you too. I did it too. I spent years guessing. I guess. I looked at Dr. Google. I looked around the internet. I heard rumors. I saw things on Facebook. I saw things circulated to me through emails and email chains. Well-meaning people sent me messages. We just need help from a professional. You wouldn't do your own plumbing. Don't do your own plumbing. Get professional help like I did. Or you do have a choice. You could do that, or you could keep struggling. You could keep hoping. But even Albert Einstein, a great genius of our time, mentioned that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and hoping for a different result. So we just want a different result. So if you're concerned about your future, that's good. It is normal to be concerned. And we hope that talking to you and listening to your concerns about your inflammation-based problems will help to put your mind at ease. So whatever your challenge is, we have seen it before, I can assure you, and we will work together to help you overcome it too. So today, earlier on, I promised that this info will be good for the rest of your life, and I do believe it will be. We wanted to help you identify some of your goals. We wanted you to think about what it looks like and feels like to have a health state without limitations. We hope health and independence are included in that, in your vision. I also said I would show you a tool to help with identifying sources of inflammation instantly. And remember, it's your eyes. And we also wanted to talk to you about the true way to get to the bottom of discovering your own sources of inflammation. And the use of precision testing can reveal the astounding information that can lead to resolutions. If I can help you, I hope that I am a good resource for you to point you in the right direction, even if I'm not the source of your ultimate resolution. What I propose to do is to volunteer and set some time aside to discuss your problem. I will cover the cost of the time that I spend talking to people just like you to find out first if I can actually help them. I cannot help everybody, but I set aside and donate as much time as I possibly can each week to help them. It is on a limited basis, so I do the best that I can. So with that, this is for serious people that want to change their life. I will be glad to donate some time and talk to you. Please, if you're ready to take it seriously and have a serious conversation, and if you feel deep in your gut that you would like some help, I will be glad to help you. I do this because by nature, I just like to go against the grain. I like to swim upstream, and I have an addiction, I must admit. I have become addicted to people thanking me for helping them improve their health. Nothing feels better than that. When people turn and look at me just like Stuart and Tanya have and have helped me discover that the best thing in life is feeling gratitude from other people. That's what it is to me. You're not here by chance, and neither am I. I'm doing this because I know that a solution is out there for you with me or with someone else. You're welcome to visit drdanielfarkas.com. There's no cost whatever to talk to you to find out if we can help you and try to locate and reduce your sources of inflammation. I offer this because I know there are people like you that I can help if they're willing to just take one step. Thanks for listening today.